how to use MyFitnessPal. So for this first episode, we will set it up primarily. We'll use the desktop to do it. That way when you log on your phone, it'll be set up for you without any issues. The reason we're using the desktop is because it has a lot more details that the smartphone doesn't. So meal tracking is by far the best way to know how much you're consuming, which will help you hit your goals later on. Fat loss, gaining muscle, whatever it may be. I know so much about this because the last decade I've helped over hundreds of people lose between 10 to 60 pounds within the 3 to 4 months time period. I want to help you do that today, but how we're going to do this is to start you off on a good foot by setting up your MyFitnessPal account. Let's get started.
We're going to use my other screen here. Obviously I'm looking up because it's directly above me. So we're going to set up my FitnessPal account. Move on. I can probably use my wireless keyboard here. So you want to establish a goal, okay? So your goal could be to lose weight, maintain weight, gain muscle. So gain muscle and gain weight is essentially the same, okay? Don't be distracted by that. It's going to give you numbers that are basically similar, okay? But here is going to basically give you what you want. So the three ones really you should focus on is keeping your weight the same, which is maintaining your weight, lose weight, which is to lose fat, and gain muscle. Those are the three ones you want to think about. So let's put lose fat as in lose weight, okay? We're going to hit next again. So here you're filling out the past and what has been your obstacles as far as losing weight. So what things cause you to struggle losing weight. So for most people it's going to be a lack of time, especially people between the ages of 25 to about 55. Responsibilities tend to take a big bulk of our time, so time is definitely something that we don't have as much anymore. Okay, so we're going to put that because the target audience is busy professionals, people that are busy, people that work 50 to 80 hours and want to find a way to do this without living at the gym, right, which is the goal. I didn't have as much time I had when I was younger, so there needs to be a way to do this more efficiently. Okay, so we picked our goal, we set it based on us being busy and trying to manage our time. So here you're going to hit next. Now you're going to describe your current activities, your current I guess how much you're moving, how active you are. Most people overestimate this, to be honest. Most of us are very, very sedentary because we sit down for long periods of time. So I would put, if you go to the gym, a minimum of 4 days a week, I'll put active. If you go more than that, close to 7, I'll put very active. But for most of us, I want us to be on the safe side, so I'll put lightly active for the sake of this video. Because what happens is, if you overestimate, it's going to give you a lot more calories than you need. Okay, so I want to make sure we're guessing a little bit under than what we actually think. Okay. All right, so I'm a male. Obviously, it's a good thing it's given 2 options. If you didn't get the joke, so the month of the year, so it's going to be July 4th, 94. Okay. Alright, we're going to hit next. So you're going to set your height here. So I'm 5'9". 5'10" on a good day. My current weight 210 pounds. So obviously you can switch this to the different units. So if you use centimeters for height or kgs for weight, it can be switched to that as well. But to convert kgs to pounds is kgs times 2.2 to get the accurate number in pounds, and vice versa. So how much you weigh in pounds divided by 2.2 will give you your weight in kg. And as far as for feet and inches, you would have to convert that to centimeters to get your height in centimeters. You can use an online calculator to do that. So here you're going to set your goal weight. So our goal was to lose fat. So we want to get down to, let's say 200 pounds. Okay, for the sake of this video. Alright, so this part right here is a trap. The reason I say that is because you can set this number way too low, or way too much, as to say. A healthy amount of weight to lose each week is 1 pound. Nothing over that. The more weight you have and the more the higher your body fat percentage is, you can get away with this number more. The reason you want it to not exceed a pound is because when you deprive your body too much of calories it needs, at some point you go on starvation mode, which will stun the fat loss process. This can be a video I can do in the future, but essentially for health reasons, you want to keep it as high as a pound on the weight gaining side and on the weight loss side for health reasons. This reason is recommending 1 pound. Okay, that's why. So we're gonna click that. So email address, I'm gonna do my I'll do my other email. I'll do this one, and the password is gonna be something. I don't want you guys to see it, obviously. So this is my other account, and this will be the account I use to basically walk through how to use it. Okay, gonna continue. Username is more motivation, profession, accept all. Well, so we're almost in, folks. Oh, we're gonna save it. Perfect. So based on all of that, my goal calories for the day is 2160. So I answered these questions based on a point I was trying to make. So I answered it as likely active because most of us are sedentary, most of us sit for long periods of time, and most of us overestimate how much we actually exercise. But for me, I know for sure I'm in the active or very active range. So these calories will probably be around 2,500 to 3,000 for what I currently need. Right now I'm currently at 3,000 for a day, okay, based on my goals and based on my metabolism as well. So your age, how often you work out, the amount of muscle mass that you have, and even like the type of jobs that you're doing will determine how much you eat each day, okay? So keep that all in mind. So these numbers are going to be different for each person. So this is just giving me a ballpark of where I should be based on my goals, my height, my age, and my goals, okay? Keep that all in mind. Alright, so we basically set up my MyFitnessPal account. So let's get out of here for a second.
So I hope that was informative. So basically this video, the intent was to set up my MyFitnessPal account. So I can do a part 2 to this video. Let me know in the comment section by giving me feedback on if this was helpful. That was just to set you up on MyFitnessPal. The reason we're using the desktop is because it has more features, more things you can help give it what you want so that it gives you accurate macros. So the next video I can break down what the macros are, protein, fats, and carbs. So macros are going to be different for different body types. The different body types are a mesomorph, somebody that's like a bit shorter and stocky. Ectomorphs, people that are typically taller, long limbs, long lower bodies. These people have higher metabolisms. Those are typically people like runners, like swimmers, people that require different macros. And you have endomorphs. You have your strongman These people are typically round, and these people gain weight basically by looking at food. So these are the three body types, and the macronutrient breakdown is going to be different for each individual. I can go more into that in the next video, but that's basically it for this video. Give me feedback down below if you want to see part number 2 to this series with MyFitnessPal, macros, and nutrition type of advice based on my experience and my expertise helping the people I've helped over the past decade